The least legitimate person in this country is calling Donald Trump's election illegitimate. Following Representative John Lewis' statement that Trump is not a legitimate president, race pimp Al Sharpton has chimed in to say the entire process that elected him is not legitimate. Sharpton appeared on MSNBC Monday to address the liberal-made controversy and manufactured outrage of Trump's rebuke of Lewis. When asked by the host if he supported Lewis's claim that Donald Trump isn't a legitimate president, Sharpton replied, "I think that there's no question that the process that elected him was not legitimate," said Sharpton. "What process would that be?" "The democratic process." Sharpton does understand that this is the same system that put Obama in the White House twice, right? So when the process elects a black Democrat, it's rock solid, but when it elects a white Republican, suddenly it's not legitimate. If that makes no sense, luckily Sharpton was prepared to explain it with more nonsense. When you look at the now evidence of the intelligence agencies that there was the influence from the Russians and involved in the public discourse at the time of the election, he said. I wonder if he's talking about the US intelligence report that claims Russia hacked the election without offering any evidence, or the fake news dossier published by BuzzFeed and reported by CNN with even less evidence. When you look at those that were expunged from being able to vote, clearly the process has a serious questions about it, continued Sharpton. Sharpton is obviously trying to claim voter suppression of black people as the reason why Trump won. But the truth of the matter is that blacks just didn't come out for Hillary Clinton like they did for Obama. Also, the voting rules anywhere in this country are exactly the same for all people regardless of race. Sharpton saved the best explanation for last. And to come from John Lewis, a man who was beaten on the bridge in Selma, Alabama, to get the Voting Rights Act that opened up the voting process to everyone. He has blood in this. He has some injury in this that opened the voting process up. You should not take lightly his view at all, said Sharpton. There you have it. John Lewis was beaten some 50 years ago, so if he says Trump is not legitimate, we have to believe him. That's incoherent even for Al Sharpton. Lewis' civil rights activism and Trump being elected through a fair and free election literally have nothing to do with each other. Just because the liberals hold Lewis in high esteem doesn't mean his questioning of the legitimacy of the next president of the United States isn't completely inappropriate and disrespectful. A lot of people think Sharpton is hating the fact that Obama is leaving office and he is no longer the go-to guy on race, but I believe he's loving it. As Obama's race guy, Sharpton was normalized and people stopped paying attention to him. With Donald Trump as the left's new boogeyman, Sharpton can get all kinds of attention by whipping people into a racial frenzy. His race hustling train is back on track and there's money to be made off of playing to irrational liberal Trump fear.